I have no idea what we did last time. I don't remember at all. So we're gonna hop right back up on that horse and get going. Um, it doesn't help that Skyrim is like the gameplay is my least favorite kind of RPG. Which is to say, it's like it's not crunchy at all in the ways that I like, and in some ways, it's too crunchy. I'll explain that more later. But let's take a look at our journal first. See what we got. What we got going here. How do we okay, we just click. Yes, Bleak Falls Barrow. That's what we're supposed to do this time. Farengar Secretfire, Jarl Balgruff's court wizard, has asked me to retrieve a dragonstone from Bleak Falls Barrow, a stone tablet that he believes contains a map of ancient dragon burial sites. He hopes this will help him understand how and why dragons are returning to Tamriel. Okay, seems simple enough. I think we're pretty much good on gear. Let's double check. Got some iron arrows. We got multiple longbows. We can sell a couple of these longbows. Is there a okay. This seems like the place. Let's do one of these. There we go. Oh, nope. No, I didn't want to do that. Is your shop seriously not open at 9 something in the morning? Thank you.
Welcome
The Ulfberth Warbear.
Now don't let the... We've got small weapons as well as big. Maces, daggers, that sort of thing.
Okay. Nope.
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Okay, cool. A hunting bow could be an improvement. I don't have a whole lot of gold, though. I'd kind of rather upgrade arrows, because I feel like I'm going to get a hunting bow pretty soon. God, that's so expensive. Why are these so expensive? I guess. Man, this sucks. Okay.
Good doing business with you.
Sure, man. Whee! Well, this should be... Oh, interesting. So we need to go that way to that strange structure in those mountains there. Them there mountains. I looked at my phone for a second and got stuck in a rock.
Fortune smiles upon this meeting. Protect us.
You know what's surprising to me is you never see beans in these RPGs, you know? And I think that's unrealistic. Beans are like integral to human survival, especially in environments where you can't get reliable food stores year round, you know? Random guy just walking around. Don't mind me. I am also just a random guy walking around. Oh, my eyes are dry again. Happens every time I stream. I think it's just like when I'm focusing on like reading chat or like playing a game or something. Whoop. Hey, no, I would prefer that you not do that. I think it's just that when I'm doing those things, my eyes like forget to blink. And then I have to forcibly blink them, which is just, it's not a good feeling. Should I just sneak this whole way? I can't because this is poorly designed. If this were Morrowind, I'd be able to climb right up the side of that mountain. And that's why Morrowind is the superior Elder Scrolls game. It's simply terrain traversal. That's the only reason. I really should have started streaming earlier. Caitlin, oh boy, starting early with the if this was Morrowind tonight. Yep. I mean, that has quickly become the entire purpose of playing through these games, is just finding ways in which Morrowind is better. It's not even comparing them from a journalistic standpoint. It's just me explicitly shilling for Morrowind. And it doesn't even need my help. It's not even, there was a while there you could get Morrowind for free. I don't know if they're still doing that. Actually, why was it that they were giving Morrowind out for free? I don't remember. I think that was maybe when ESO launched? I don't remember. Somebody can almost see me. Ooh. Hell yeah, man. No. Oh, fuck. No, please. Why can't I move at all while I'm shooting? This is terrible. Everything is slow when I'm shooting arrows. I really did not like that game. That felt very uncomfortable. Yeah, it's heavy, but we need shit to sell.
Kill you.
I can't jump and shoot at the same time.
Wait to count out your coin.
I already hate this game. Why? Do I have anything that can help me in this situation? Do we have any potions? Okay, we have venom for the bow. Here we go. That helps. Come here, Mr. Archer person. Where'd you go? They were right there. Oh my god, there's another one. No, please. I can't hit you. What is up? I think I've just been spoiled by Skyrim VR because this is atrocious. It makes me not want to use a bow. Oh god. Hello everybody, and welcome to 2 hours of Joe complaining about Skyrim. Like, there's no difference between my my sneaking movement speed and my normal movement speed. That's bad. It's bad design. Todd Howard, it's not good. I know you're trying your best, but could have given this one a second pass. Or I guess you did give this one a second pass, and like a third and fourth. Maybe this one needed like a 12th pass. Taylor, hey, what did Todd do this time? Todd Howard was just, you know, he's being Todd. I'm just kidding. I actually did some reading in between. I forget who posted. Somebody posted something in the Fun City Discord, actually, now that I remember. And it was about the development of Morrowind and Oblivion and leading up to Skyrim. It was sort of like a history of Bethesda as told by people who formerly worked at Bethesda, as well as a couple people who are still there, like Todd Howard. And it greatly increased my respect for Todd Howard. Like, clearly, even people who found him, like, difficult to work with or who left the company for other projects, like, have this really clearly communicated love and respect for him. And it's really cool. Just cool to see from the lead of a major studio. Who has yet to be tried in federal court for sexual assault allegations. Not that sexual assault is funny. Toxic masculinity being put on trial is funny. I got that sneak skill up to 23 earlier, and my brain started singing 22 by Taylor Swift. And that's playing in my head now. I mean, it's one of the better Taylor Swift songs, I think. It's, you know, as far as the sort of generic pop repertoire goes, it's up there. So my brain is like a T Swift party right now. I could level up actually in those beds, but I can't remember what the enemy scaling is like in Skyrim. I want to say it's pretty aggressive like it is in Oblivion. But I genuinely don't remember. Oh, this is a feature that's very good that I don't remember if it's in either of the other games, but it says empty when a container is empty. That's spot on. Great game design right there. There you go. There's 1 point for Skyrim. It tells me when I don't need to open a container. "22. It's just going. It won't stop. Jen, hey, how's it going? We were just singing singing some T Swift. I don't even like Taylor Swift. It's just the song is stuck in my head. God damn it. We were also just talking about how the game tells me when a container is empty, and yet I still check the containers. I think I've just grown to not trust Todd Howard. Every time. Oh no, you're a strong boy. No, hey, let's not do, ow. Okay. Please. No, please. I really wish I could run faster than this. Todd, your Viking's hitting me with his axe. Okay. We're good. It's fine, everyone. Oh, I remember this. So we got a puzzle. We got a face on the wall and another face on the wall, and it looks like there should be a face here. Is this the face? That's... Yep. whale. The snake! You want to play this a third time? Have you... Oh, we were talking about that when I beat Oblivion. You haven't played the first 2 games. You definitely should. It's been so long since I've played Skyrim that I can pretty effectively say I haven't played Skyrim at this point. Because it's just so... I'm clearly terrible at it now, as opposed to, you know, the other Elder Scrolls games. But Skyrim VR is one of the best VR experiences I've ever done, so it gets some points just for that. Ah! Hey, I'm trying to read chat, okay? Can you leave me alone, please? This is not a combat-focused run. Stop. I wish I could load a bow faster. Thank you. Okay. It's so dizzy on VR. Yeah, I have an old Vive too, like one of the first generation Vives. So if you're somebody who is even like remotely prone to like motion sickness or that kind of thing, do not recommend. But a lot of the newer headsets are a much higher refresh rate, and that seems to solve the issue for a lot of people who have motion sickness. The idea being that maybe some people's brains just like process individual frames of movement differently from other people. And so if there are more of those frames, then it's like less jarring for them compared to what they're feeling like in their proprioception. It's interesting. VR is fascinating. I don't want to... Okay, how do I magic? Oh, you gotta actually... Higher frame rate in your brain. Yeah. I was trying not to say that Jin just thinks faster than all of us, but I guess that's the case. The true, oh god. We're not gonna go there. Fuck you, spider. No! Why do I move so slow when I'm... Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. That guy over there just struggling. I did not appreciate that, Miss Spider. What are we...
Keep it away from me. Don't let
Fuck
it
you.
get me. Help!
No! You would think the spider would be immune to frostbite venom, considering it's a frostbite spider. But that's just me. This game was an elf and a one-handed and fire on the other hand. Loved that mace of Molag Bal. Yes.
Help me out of here.
Hoisted by his own petard.
Get me down. Get me down.
I'm coming, man. Relax.
Get me down. Get me down.
You've been here for, what, hours? Another minute or two is not gonna kill you.
Help me out of here.
You, over here. You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Where's the golden claw?
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there.
Hand over the claw first.
Does it look like I can move? You have to cut me down first.
Yeah, that is kind of a cruel and unusual comment from the Dragonborn there.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
It's coming loose. I can feel it. Bye-bye! Outlaw! Okay, sorry. Let's it feels good to be streaming again. I haven't streamed at all this last week, which is normal, but I was intending on, you know, starting to stream more frequently. Yeah. I missed being away. I missed being away from chat for over a week. I'm thinking we might just switch to magic in this run. Like, I know Borodil has been, you know, the tried and true assassin sort of archetype in all of our previous runs, but I feel like archery right now is so painful that I just don't even want to give it the time of day. I sort of just want to shoot fire at things. Is that acceptable? I mean, I feel like that maybe spoils our directly comparing each game. But maybe that's just a solid point against Skyrim, is that using a bow feels terrible. Even though I'm a wood elf and I'm supposed to be good with bows. I say dead one. Nah, let's give it a little more time. We'll see if it can pull it on out. So painful in the beginning. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, destruction magic just feels OP in a way that I'm craving spiritually right now. Okay, not that one. No, fuck. There you go. Come on. Okay. Well, that wasn't so bad. I think the problem is, like, I just need to level it up enough that it no longer slows down my movement while I'm firing. Once we get to that point, I think it'll be acceptable. But only just, Todd Howard. You're on thin ice. I don't know why I'm shitting on Todd Howard so much in this stream. That is sort of par for the course for this channel, though. Used to dog sit while I was playing this in the dog would bark in the truck. Yeah, you gotta pick up everything. If you're not picking up every single thing you come across, then what are you even doing? This is like... What would be cool is if the game just followed, like, D&D rules. And it's just like, as long as you have a chill DM who doesn't worry about carry weight, you can just have an entire town's worth of shit with you. That's good. Gotta say, the closed open eye sneak UI is one. Yes, absolutely. That is some genuinely good UX. Like, yeah, solid stuff. More of that. Gee, I wonder what that does. Oh shit. Oh no, not a restless one. Go back to sleep, restless Draugr. Take some ZQuil. Ow. Please don't. Come here, buddy. You know you want to. Oh, you missed. Okay, nope. I thought the door was gonna hit you. I know my health is low, game. That did not work as intended. I feel like that trap is supposed to be there to help you out in that specific instance. No, there we go. Okay, it was worth coming back around for that. That was good. Very, very good. Boop-a-doop-ew. That's the worst. When you fire an arrow off that you didn't need to, and it won't let you pick it back up. Not a good feel. Please, please don't. Oh, there's one right beside me. Not good. No, ow. That arrow seemed like it sort of just dropped, huh? Come on. You can do it. Okay. Conjurer's poison. Gotta pick up all the things. That's another song for the Oblivion musical that we eventually have to write. Gotta pick up all the things. Don't care how much it weighs. I don't know. It's, you know, it's one of those manic nights. Don't pay attention to anything that's coming out of my mouth. Fuck. There we go. That's very fast. Okay. We got this, people. Oh. Probably should have been paying attention. Oh, please. No, please don't. More regular joggers, please. This is good. I'm fine with this. That sounded like there was one right beside me just then. Oh, they're on the other side of the wall. Ah! Nope. No, no, nope, nope, nope. Let me get out my fire magic. Oh, wrong menu. Sorry. I'm... Man, fire is so satisfying. What are we at as far as skill on the bow? Oh, we can level up whenever we want. I forgot about that. I shouldn't have gone into this menu. Whoops. Okay. Oh, no, I don't want to do it twice. I don't actually want to use all my level ups. Please don't make me do it. Well, I guess that's where we're at. Archery 29. Is there not a thing that... I could have sworn there was an archery upgrade that made you not, like, slow down so much while you were shooting. Able to move faster with the drawn bow requires level 60 archery. Who made that decision? I'm not here for this. I'm sorry, I'm not here for it. We are gonna get a little sneakier. We have to be a proper sneak thief, but or we could just boop. Yeah, we have just made a decision here. I would forget to level up a lot. Yes. See, my thing is I don't want to level up until I like have a moment where I, you know, I'm explicitly ready, like I'm in between quests. I have enough gear or money to buy the gear that I need. So it is nice that you can just like level up at any time. But I do like saving my level ups until I'm through, you know, a dungeon or something like that, because when you level up, the enemy's abilities scale with you, obviously. And if you're not like optimally built or optimally geared out, then it makes that experience a little more difficult after you've leveled. Fuck you! Nope. I do like that it zooms in on my face every time. That's totally unnecessary. I am almost full on gear. I've been playing Doom Eternal, or playing back through Doom Eternal, because for some reason I let my child play it. He really loves slicing demons apart, so that's, you know. But I mention that only because now every time I get into a new room, I have to meticulously go searching for secrets, when I know that this game doesn't have any of those kind of secrets. But if any of you watching have not played Doom Eternal, you should play it. Or maybe we'll play it on stream at some point in the near future. I streamed it once before, and it was a lot of fun. It's like one of the best design combat systems I've seen in a straight up shooter in years. It's an incredibly well made game. I feel like let's check down here first. Yeah. Its soundtrack sticks with me. Yes, I wish they had like an official release on Spotify or something, because I find myself frequently wanting to play some of the tracks, like Meat Hook, the one that's in like almost all of the trailers, is just a fantastic industrial metal track. But it's not available to like stream, you know, officially. They have like there's an official like YouTube video that has all of the songs in it, but that's it. Unless it's available to download somewhere else, in which case please let me know, because I will pay all of the money for it. Who was it that wrote the Eternal soundtrack? Was it Mick Gordon or something? Mick something? McDonald's? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hello! I don't know how far the range is on my magic, so we're just gonna do this. That was a poor decision on my part. Hey! Wonderful. Fuck. That was a very quick tap. I don't know what you're talking about, game. No! Moss holder. Chad Mossel? Okay. I don't know why I was thinking of Mick something. Wait, now I have to look that up. Maybe, oh, maybe Mick Gordon was the first Doom game. There's an article from, one of the first results is an article from May of 2020 saying the developers have confirmed the OST would hit Spotify and other digital platforms in the coming weeks. Wrong. Huh. Oh, yeah, okay. He did Doom 2016. That's what I'm thinking of. Doop. Oh, Skyrim, you're not gonna crap out on me now, are you? Thank you. Good boy, Skyrim. That's a good boy. What a name. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I really love the lockpicking system in this game too. Which is, it's kind of tragic that the stealth systems in this game are so good when I feel like, I don't know, I feel like in previous playthroughs of the game, I didn't get as much joy out of the stealth systems as in the other games. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like a, it's like a masochism thing. I just like, I need the game that I'm playing to punish me in order to have any fun. Like, Skyrim just makes it too easy to tell if you're getting seen. It makes lockpicking too smooth and enjoyable. Oh god, I'm terribly broken, aren't I? Don't mind me! Really wish I would have saved the fire for when people were coming. Hey, come down this way! That's something. Is a definite improvement. Yeah, it's way better. Especially over Oblivion's system. I think for me, it's either got to be the ultimate smoothness of the Skyrim system, like it's so simple and straightforward, or it's got to be totally passive RNG like Morrowind. Oblivion's system of like, I don't know, making it like an actual, it's almost like a mobile skill game. Yeah, I just don't, they missed on that one. Considering how much they got right in Oblivion, it's amazing how hard they missed on the lockpicking. Oh, what am I supposed to do with this? It's got the symbols on the thing, right? I don't even have this quest. I just like ran into the guy. Golden Claw. Bear? Moth? Something? Hummingbird? Owl. Okay. I gotta use the thing. Oh. Oh. We gotta click this first. Bear. Whatever that is. Owl. Now we do that. It did trick little kid me how locks work though. Edutainment. Yeah, true. Because the Oblivion system is actually like somewhat realistic. Like it's not all the way there obviously, but the idea of like moving pins to a certain height and then setting them while you work the other pins, that's definitely how actual lockpicking works for most modern or semi-modern locks. Yeah, when I was younger, I was interested in lockpicking. I doubt I could pick one now. It's been way too long. I'm talking like early teens. Oh shit! It's calling to me! Word of power learned. Force. Unrelenting force. Hi! I'd rather we just sort of got this done with... There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go recharge. We cool? Can I do shouts yet? I don't think I can. Yeah, I gotta get a dragon soul. I know, I gotta get a dragon soul. Stop. Potions. There we go. Fire is good. Fire is good. Carrying too much to be able to run. Let's drop this. That's unnecessary. Wait, how do I... R is drop. Okay. Oh, that is actually better. Okay. And what else is stupid to carry? Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay. Now you. Dragonstone. Hooray! We did it. That is actually worth its carry weight. Oh, hey. That's nice. Those would be pretty good drops if I used any of those things. Nope. No. No. No, not that. There we go. Just need to get down. We need to lose like 6 pounds fast. This is fine. We'll drop that. I never got into the scrolls. Yeah. How do you even use scrolls in this game? Do you have to cast them like regular magic? Let's see. I don't even remember how you use them. Yeah, I guess you do. That's weird. Yeah. I don't know about that. I do think, I really liked Oblivion's system of being able to cast spells and use weapons at the same time. I feel like it's a little more, lore appropriate. But, you know, that's just being nitpicky. Okay. We are good. Back to Whiterun. My constant problem in this game, and also my fridge. It's not the trigger, it's the control. The controls were weird. You okay there, Jen? Okay, I think we got everything we needed. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, we're fine. Everything's fine, people. I mentioned before everybody got on here, we have sort of a running theme with the last couple games of everything being beans. And I don't know what just made me think of this, but it's surprising that there are no beans to eat in any of these games, because I feel like, given the types of societies here, that you would have like a strong bean presence. Not necessarily in terms of like what's grown, but in terms of like what people might eat or trade for. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, just no legumes. It's very strange. No, I don't want to travel. I don't know how to... How do I... Thank you. Okay. I just want... Oh, you gotta use the keyboard to move that. We're gonna fast travel to Whiterun, because I do not feel like walking all the way there. Yeah, there's a distinct lack of a bean economy. We need more beans. I was... No, we're not gonna set the child on fire, Joe. We're trying to be a good example. We're gonna put the flaming hands away. Oh god, we're just so slow. Only cabbages and like venison? Yeah.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Actually, yeah. Okay, now why can you not click on the board in between the doors to open the door? It's another point against Skyrim, I'm just saying. Skyrim's really testing my patience here. Can't click in the middle of the doors. You move slow when you're pulling back your bow. And no beans. It's an utter disappointment. Where's the Jarl?
You see?
There we are.
The terminology is clearly first.
Not the Jarl. We needed to talk to Farengar.
Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way.
I got you the Dragonstone. What next?
That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our
Delphine
friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that?
So out of place. Yeah, it's very strange.
Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon's been sighted nearby.
What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously.
He's not even trying to do the Nord thing.
I don't know if we can stop it.
We've got nothing to talk about.
Let's go.
Okay, fine. We'll talk more later, Delphine. There was actually the last time I tried to stream. Wow, this was like a year or two ago. Everyone else is Nordic. He's like from the East Coast. Yeah, exactly. Can you people stop talking? I'm trying to talk to my friends here. What was I saying? Yeah, the last time I tried to stream Skyrim, like a year or two ago, I think I tried to stream Skyrim VR before I really knew like what streaming was about. The last time, or the reason I remember Delphine is because the only really interesting thing that happened was that there was this glitch where I had killed everybody in one tavern or something, and Delphine got mad at me and started fighting me. And when I left the building, Delphine, like, her character model was attached to mine. Not, like, physically, but, like, everywhere I moved, her character model would move relative to me in the exact same way. And she wouldn't stop fighting me, so I'd keep having to knock her down, and then she'd fall and, like, be, like, on her back, just sliding around behind me as I moved, because her character model was, like, I don't know, like, quantumly entangled to my character. It was very strange. There's a clip floating around there somewhere. I think it's on the YouTube channel, maybe. Yeah, it was very strange.
So you have more experience with dragons than anyone else, but I have.
I don't care.
Please.
I genuinely don't care.
Gift from my personal armory.
Okay, but I probably won't be able to walk after. Yep.
No.
What did you give me? No. My God. I keep forgetting it's not shift click to drop things. Books. We don't need that, do we? Let's eat some bear claws.
Can't afford to risk both of you.
Sure,
I
that's
need
fine.
you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
I'll see you at the
One last thing,
watchtower
Arabella.
as soon as the rest of the men
This
have
isn't a
gathered.
death or glory
Okay.
mission. I need to
Let's go! Oh, but first we have to go by the shop, because I can't stand walking this slowly. Oh, I just now realized that YouTube chat caught up. Sorry, Caitlin. I haven't been seeing any of those comments because YouTube is obnoxious. The claw. Maybe Todd hates beans. Yes.
You get there in time.
That could be it, actually. This is all anti-bean propaganda. Straight from the dome of Todd Howard. Where? Were the shops this way? Oh god, so slow. My speech skill was so high because I sold so much. Yeah. I probably should do that more often.
I've got a recipe for venison stew that I want to try out. What do you listen anytime soon? I'm not afraid of you. No. Even if you are my elder.
You know what? Let's go to one of these general traders. General goods. All the way down.
You like. Everything's for sale, my. Take a look.
Boop, boop, biddle, pew. Okay. Let's just go through here. We'll go menu by menu. We'll just see what we can get rid of. Let's... I mean, honestly, just sell everything, huh? We may as well. Oh, he's got limited gold. Let's get rid of our expensive stuff first. Misk. There we go. Oh. We'll hold on to that one. We already read Thief. Probably not gonna focus on alchemy in this run. Oh god. No, don't make me select that for every... Okay. Food. We got cooked beef. It's just, yeah, sell everything. Gotta get rid of my cabbages. Guardian circle? That sounds unnecessary. Nobody's blocking here. Kenzie. That is all fine. Okay.
Do come back.
Do come back. The same as Pelagius? Yeah.
You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son? Hmm? What of the world?
It's amazing, like, I feel like they got some good... Like, there was good equipment involved in those recordings. Probably some decent voice actors. But the direction on the VO is just so off base.
The finest weapons and armor.
Like, some of the deliveries are really good. But the vast majority just sound like they're reading directly off of the sheet. Like, you know, they're in a high school production of something. Not good. Okay. What are we doing? We're selling our extra stuff. Oh no, I didn't mean to... Well, okay. They're sold now. This is why it helps to pay attention to what you're doing. Whoops. Longbow. Oh, that's not as good as the Nord bow. Okay. Hell yeah.
Don't forget
Usually
to
get it
check
back.
Have you met my father?
Well,
He's a steward up at Dragon's Reach.
I wasn't thinking that hard, admittedly. Okay. Let's do our thing. Oh, I'm not wearing any shoes. Did I sell my shoes? I sold my shoes on accident. Didn't mean to sell my shoes. You know, we're just trying to... It's like a naturalist thing, right? We're just becoming one with Mother Earth. That's what it is. With Nern, rather. Oh, we're supposed to meet them over here first. My feet do kind of look like potatoes. There's like not individual toes. It's kind of funny. Jumpy, jumpy, jump. You know what I just realized? I haven't heard any music in a while. Do we have music turned off? Audio. No. I mean, it's down. Strange. Okay. Well. Western Watchtower discovered. Are you okay?
No, get back. It's still here somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for
This is
it.
kind of creepy. He actually answered my question. Hey, this is the same tower model from the intro. That's where the dragon's head came in. At the tower in Helgen or wherever. Or Riften? Helgen? Helgen. Yeah. This is straight up the exact same tower. With the same hole in it and everything. That's lazy. Murmulner. Horrifying. Wait, is it gonna... Nope! Ow! I can't move! Okay. Potions. There we go. That'll do. Hey, Murmulner! I feel terribly underpowered for this. I mean, I get that the dragons are supposed to be difficult, but I don't remember them, like, being damage sponges. I gotta eat your dragon heart. Your dragon soul or whatever. Come back here. Don't really think that's how physics works, but... I cannot tell where my arrows are actually going. The pic says purple nurple for best dragon. True. Ooh! The kill shot. Did it though? Did that actually... I feel like that didn't actually hit the dragon. We're gonna have to run back the tape on that one. I don't know about that. That was kind of sketch. Hey, some boots. Yeah, I may as well just take all of that. Oh no, what's happening? I'm so confused. I've never seen this before. I am rather thirsty. I haven't drank enough water today. That's a Perrier. We got going there. Use the shouts section of the... Okay, yeah, cool. There we go.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn business, but I'm sure glad you're with us. You better get back to Whiterun right away.
Okay.
Jarl Balgruuf will want to know what happened here.
Believe it.
Oh my god.
In the very oldest tale,
We were clearly just having a conversation.
the Dragonborn would
Got the
slay
dub.
dragons and steal them. That's what you did, isn't
Okay.
it?
Okay.
So,
I don't know what happened to me.
You can shout now. You couldn't before, right? That's the
Boost.
only mean one thing. My grandfather used to tell stories about
So many people talking. You'd think there would be some sort of system in place for, like, if an NPC is talking within a certain proximity of another NPC, then there'd be some sort of, like, hierarchy where one completes their sentence before the next one starts, but no. That Arnold voice, lol. Yes, exactly. You can shout now. Get to the dragon. I'm not even trying. I can't even. I'm not gonna give an Arnold voice a shot. Boop, boop. That sounds bad. Okay. That was weird. Me wonder what that could be. I really wish I could move faster than this. This is just a horrible, horrible movement speed. You know, we could change our character speed. We could just have a little fun in the console and change our character speed. If we really wanted to. I don't know how legitimate we want to play this one, but if we wanted to. Yeah, I agree. The big Bethesda games are not clean enough for that. It's just there's a certain charm, you know, the Bethesda games have a certain amount of jank that are, you know, maybe not the reasons why we love them, but it's like that certain amount of like foul spice that you put into something that makes all the other flavors more powerful. I'm playing to my audience here.
You tried mercenary work? Might see.
Speaking of which, it smells like there's a skunk outside of my house. Terrible. Just terrible.
Good. You're finally here. The
So
Jarl's
what
been
happened
waiting
at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
Turns out I may be something called the Dragonborn?
Dragonborn? What do you know about the Dragonborn?
Literally nothing. When the dragon died, I absorbed some kind of power from it.
So it's true. The Greybeards really...
The Greybeards?
Masters of the way of the voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
What do these Greybeards want with me?
The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout.
Ooh.
If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
Okay.
You've done a great service. By my right, I assign
Cool.
you Lydia as a personal housecarl. I'll also
Hooray!
notify my guards of your new title. We are honored to have you as Thane of our city.
Ah, so many people talking. Okay. Cool. I guess we gotta go to High Hrothgar now, right? Let's level up. We're pretty committed to this destruction thing at this point, I think. So we'll put a little more effort into that. Really should have gone with a different race if we were gonna do that, but I just can't stand that you have to get to level 60 before you yeah, before you're able to move faster with a drawn bow. That's just but I think I do want that.
Centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of...
Rongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as he may be, I don't see any signs of him being this, what, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Rongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with him?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours.
Nope.
Whatever
You're done.
happened when you
You're done
killed
talking.
that dragon, it revealed...
Okay, let's go to High Hrothgar. I don't know what's happening at this point.
I'm going to tell Father you said that.
The Jarl has appointed you to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
That was accidentally like one of those like rom-com reveals. It's terrible. Terrible. I'm a Thane? What does that mean? Oh my god, Lydia. Yes.
Of great importance in the hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor.
I do think one of the like bits of tiny sort of like, I don't know what the word is, fame, legitimacy, clout. One of the bits of tiny clout that I will forever hold on to is that I have interviewed and keep in touch with the guy who designed Lydia and Parthenax and a lot of the stuff in this game. Jonah Loeb. I will flaunt that forever. Like I'm never one to be like, oh yeah, I know this person, because I feel like that's just shitty when you like when you try to like create self-worth through the works of others. That's really shitty. But it does feel good that I know that guy. It's just a cool thing that I can hold on to.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? What
Okay. Hey, that's neat. Thank you, Taylor. Yeah, Jonah Loeb. He's a very cool guy. He's actually been away from Bethesda since
We'll pay good money for information.
blah 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 blah. No, I don't care. I'm not interested in this conversation. He's been away from Bethesda since I want to say, I don't know if he worked on either of the expansions. I think he just worked on the core game of Skyrim and a lot of the Fallout 4 stuff, and then he left. I think that was when he left the company. But he started working on a book and some like art classes and stuff, and that's what he's been doing since then. His Instagram is pretty good. And he has like a sort of like masterclass thing you can take if you're interested in like creature design. Let's see. What were we doing? Oh, we got to go here to our quests because that's a different menu for some reason. And we're going to make sure we got that selected. We're going to go speak to the Greybeards. Because, oh my god. Ugh! Remove the marker. Okay. Oh, we have a lot of traveling to do, huh? Okay. Buckle up, folks. We're going on an adventure. Insert what's his name? Martin Freeman gif. I forgot how far away it was. Yeah. It's like literally the second quest, I think. Right? There's only just been that one quest so far. And they're already sending us to the other side of the map. Although I guess Whiterun is sort of, or whatever the fuck that town was called. Whiterun? Yes, Whiterun. Is literally in the middle of the map, so I guess they could send you anywhere. I guess we can at least watch Borodil jump over and over again. That's somewhat entertaining. The Bic, that is real clout right there. Flex on the lesser people. Yes. Mwahaha! I'm a failed podcaster. Mwahaha! I shouldn't say failed, I guess. I'm a podcaster in early retirement. No, was there seriously a skeever just in the bush? That's not cool, man. I'm not even gonna grab the arrow from your dead body. It's not even worth it. You're not worth my time. I have clout. Oh, God damn it. Oh, are we not? We're not gonna? I think the wolves broke. Did I break the wolves? I think I might have broken the wolves. Okay. Gotta wash dishes now. Glad to catch you. Yeah, nice having you around, Jen. It's always good seeing you in the chat. Bouncer? Small note. Interesting. A mystery! Adriel, I need you to go out and find the missing pit wolves before the next tournament. We lost too many during the last fights, and we won't be able to train new ones in time. Find them and bring them back to Craig's Lane at once. Interesting. I'm trying to put away my bow, but it's not doing anything. So, while we're on our way there, oh my god, seriously? Guys, we were just about to start another conversation. Can we not right now? Can I set it to peaceful mode for like 2 minutes? Run, that's right. Run away. You better. Okay. Anyways, I was going to ask, what are everybody's plans for this week? Because I plan on finally mastering the single that I've been working on forever. It's for my emo / math rock project, Mapper, which is on Spotify. The stuff I have on Spotify is not like great because it's from a while ago before I learned a lot about production and engineering. But, you know, I like the songs. So yeah, Mapper on Spotify. But yeah, I have a new single coming out soon, hopefully, and I plan on mastering that this week. I did the mix over the last couple days, and I still have 1 or 2 things to touch up. And then I hope to have it finished and ready for release by, like, the end of the month, hopefully. Very cool. Thank you, Taylor. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to getting it out. I wrote this song like over a year ago after a pretty weird breakup. Like it wasn't a bad breakup. It was just sort of a weird one. I don't know if I want to provide any more details than that. It was a weird relationship to begin with. A really fun relationship, but weird.
Never should have come here.
So the song is about that. I'll probably whenever it comes out, I'll probably do like a detailed breakdown of it or something on stream. I think that'd be fun. I'd actually like to do more music production and stuff on stream, but like, you don't get people coming by to watch for that sort of thing. Unless you have like an existing audience that is also producers, like your, you know, your Kinney Beats and that sort of thing. It's very difficult to actually stream music production stuff. Oh God, I keep forgetting you have to use the keys. Okay, this is actually not as far as I thought it would be. We should grab some loot from Valtheim before we head out. Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate that. Oh, I actually posted the B-side to that track, which is, you know, they're not related at all. I didn't want to release a single that was literally just a single. I wanted to, you know, make it a more complete experience. So I did this little acoustic track that's a little more rough that'll be released alongside the single, called WWW, or Wave Wand at Waterfall. And I did post that on the Fun City Discord a little while back. I don't know how far back you would have to go to find it, but it is on there somewhere if you wanted to listen to that acoustic track. No! Fuck you. Haha! On guard! The Vic sounds dope. Hope it sounds good. Thank you. I hope it sounds good too. I've put a lot of work into it, considering it's just one song. I had forgotten how difficult it is to like properly mix and master music for like a lot of instruments. Oh God, I can't even think about what I'm saying. Stop hitting me. What was I saying? Mixing and mastering music for multiple instruments. My friend Alex Alston, who makes music under the name Alexander Alston. Fuck me! No! 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 Okay. Well, anyways, I'm gonna blame Alex for that one. My friend. Oh, hey, cool. Alex Alston had an album release just this last week that I produced called They're Closer Than You Think. And the production on that one was super easy because pretty much the whole album is just, with the exception of one or two tracks, his acoustic guitar and his voice. And then like the occasional harmony or like some weird ambient synths in the background. Man, seriously, we're all the way back here. Fucking hate this game. I hate this game so much. Oh God, I truly despise Skyrim. Oh my God. Anyways, so the last thing I really worked on was that, and I had forgotten how difficult it was to mix for more sort of complex arrangements. So we gotta walk all the way over there again, huh? This is making me not want to play Skyrim. Let me see how long we've been going here. What are we at? YouTube just straight up disconnected for a while, I guess. Okay, we're at an hour and a half. This is exactly what happened last time. I got an hour and a half into Skyrim, and I got so frustrated that I just started playing Minecraft instead. Oh, and now my mouse is broken. My mouse is on the screen when it shouldn't be. Let's see. Let's see if we can fix this. Nope, the mouse is still on the screen. We're just gonna be dealing with that for a little bit. I apologize for the inconvenience. This is just how it's gonna be, I guess. Thanks for that, Skyrim. That's super cool of you. So, I don't know, man. I just got here a few minutes ago. Yeah. Boop. Boop. Well, that's frustrating.
There has been talk amongst the gods that you are Dragonborn.
I am. Wouldn't you know it?
Surely that's not possible.
It is. It is in fact possible. part of the Todd special. Yeah, this one put together just for me. There's a special little UI element brought to you straight from the mind of Todd Howard. Oh God, it actually let me select that. This game is fucking horrible. Okay, we're gonna give Skyrim another like 15-20 minutes to redeem itself, and then if it doesn't, we're gonna play a little bit of a game I recently got. What the fuck are you doing here? A game called Dorf Romantic, I think. Anyone heard of Dorf Romantic? Or Dorf Romantic? Dorf Romantic? I don't know what accent you're supposed to say that in. It's spelled with a lot of K's. It's a pretty good game. It's sort of a city building game, while at the same time being sort of like, I don't know, it's like Catan meets Tetris. It's weird to describe. So in Dorf Romantic, yeah, it's I guess Catan meets Tetris is probably a way to describe it. I don't know. It's a single player game though. It scratches the same itch as Solitaire scratches. But basically you have a stack of tiles, and each of these tiles has 6 sides. And you have to line them up in such a way. You have to build a city. I shouldn't say a city. You have to build kind of a world, because it gets rather large by the end of a deck. You have to build sort of a world out of these tiles, and the way that you arrange them affects how many points you get for placing the tile. And you get sort of, they call it quests, but it's really just like certain tiles have special ways that they want to be arranged. And if you're able to accommodate that, then you get more points. And the more points you get for, or like the bigger the quest is that you complete, the bigger the like tile challenge is, the more tiles get added to your deck as well whenever you complete the challenge. So basically, the more quests you complete, the longer you get to play, the bigger your world gets, and also the more complicated it gets to fulfill all of the quests. So it's kind of interesting. It's a nice like zone out game. But we might do that here in a little bit. Okay, let's do this again.
Now ain't this a surprise?
No, please don't. We're just gonna leave. We're gonna leave the tower behind. We're not even gonna worry about it. We got our asses handed to us last time by the orc with the broadsword. Sounds like I could lose a dangerous amount of time in this game. Yes, exactly. I started playing it the other night, and then I looked up and I was like, oh, it's 1 a.m. Yeah. I guess if you're somebody who likes like Minecraft, like specifically the mining part of Minecraft, you might be into Dorf Romantic. Yeah, I forget who it was. Who it was that that I learned about that game through. I want to say it was a Jacob Geller video that mentioned it. which is interesting, actually. The other game I want to play on stream soon is Before Your Eyes, which was another one I found through a Jacob Geller video. And I fucking love Jacob Geller, by the way. If you're not subscribed to Jacob Geller on YouTube, look him up. He's great. Anyways, Before Your Eyes is another really cool game. At least it looks like a cool game. It uses your webcam to track whether your eyes are open or closed, and the game only progresses, or I shouldn't say the game only progresses. The game progresses each time you blink, or each time it detects you blink. So like you can only obviously observe and interact with the game while your eyes are open, and time passes while your eyes are closed. So it's like you're going through the life of this person, and you have to sort of manage experiencing life in an intentional way in order to not like miss all of the experiences of the people around you. It seems really interesting. I'm very excited to play it. Wild. Hey mate, you buggered the game by joining a side and use a sword. Heavy armor is the way to go. Take your time and explore. Don't give up on the game, but I do recommend you start over. Wait. Did I actually I don't even remember doing that. But thank you for that. I mean, we might actually start over because I'm really not liking this character build. So thank you for the tip, Aubrey. I do appreciate that. I may sound sarcastic. That's just what my voice sounds like. We're almost to Ivarstead. I heard something. There was something over here. What a cool concept for a game. Yeah, exactly. The second I like or once I heard about the game, like that was the way you interact with it, like I immediately started thinking of like, okay, how could I use this in my own game design? Like what are all the cool things you could do with just eye detection with a webcam? I don't know why I hadn't like thought down that path before, but it's a really interesting sort of like design language that you would have to go for, you know? do. It's very foggy. Kind of into it. Who are you?
What can I do for you?
Nothing, I guess. Just a random bodyguard wandering around here. Okay. Did we need to go that way or that way? Oh god, it's actually... My mouse is on the other display right now because Skyrim is broken. And there we go. It was scrolling through the Twitch chat instead of the map. This is such a bad interface. I'm gonna assume that we can get up. You know what? Let's follow the signs. It actually says Ivarstead. Okay. We can go this way. This is fine. Everything is fine. There's a troll somewhere on this mountain. I remember that much. Yes, yeah, I do remember the troll on the way up the Throat of the World or whatever. Watch Gopher playthrough. He ace at the game, and you can learn a lot from his streams. Nice. Yeah, I'm less going for like an optimal playthrough or anything like that, Aubrey. I'm more just sort of... It's been quite a while since I played any of the Elder Scrolls games all the way through, like the main quests, and I wanted to compare each of them. So we've already played all the way through Morrowind and Oblivion, and sort of broken down what I liked and disliked about those, and like what that experience was like from like a user interface perspective and that sort of thing. or from a user experience perspective. And so that's what we're doing with Skyrim as well. So all of these flaws that we're finding are not necessarily reasons on their own to start over. These are things we expected to find, you know, eventually in these games. Because the whole point is to compare the differences between each of the entries in the franchise. So I'm not really worried about doing the best I can at Skyrim. It's just having fun playing the game like I normally would if I had just picked it up, you know, however many years ago when it came out. Before it came out on all platforms everywhere for all time. Oh, we got the wolves. Ow. Oh, he's a scaredy wolf. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry, man. Ow. Ugh. Probably not a great experience there. Hey, everyone, drink some water. If you have some. If you don't have some, you should go grab some water. I hit the wrong animal just then. Whoops. There we go. Use the sword. I don't want to use the sword, though. I want... so this character, Borodil, is one of my original characters that I like play in pretty much every RPG. In my D&D setting, he's a wizard, but in all of these RPGs that I play, specifically in the Elder Scrolls games, he's always a bow user and a thief. He's sort of your traditional assassin archetype. So that's why I'm using a bow. Because we're comparing the gameplay from each of the different games. So, you know, that's the thing. If you're going to design a game that is a role-playing game and you're allowing the people to embody the role of a marksman, then I want to know what that marksman experience is like. Because ultimately, if it's one of those things where like the only fun way to play the game is to use a sword, then that's not a good RPG, you know? And that's just bad game design. Either that or make it so that there are only swords in the game. If that's, you know, the thing that that you want to do from a design perspective. But if you're going to have it be ostensibly open, then it's worth critiquing those various approaches to the game on their own merit, rather than just saying that like this is the best way. And it may be that it's objectively best to use the sword. I agree with you. In Skyrim VR, the sword is fucking great. I played that a little while ago. Although the bow is OP in Skyrim VR.
I'm pilgrimage to the shrine of Azura, the goddess of twilight.
Boop. Boop, boop. I think the other thing that I'm just now realizing, sword for close-up, bows are too slow at close range. Yeah, no, you're totally right.
Hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
Walk away, right now.
Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not going to ask again.
I don't have time for this.
Don't you walk away from me. Until next time.
Yeah, the reason it's OP in VR is so in the game, in the base game, like we're dealing with here, like we're having a very fun time with here, as Aubrey has pointed out, on the struggle bus with the bow. And seriously, Aubrey, I do appreciate the input. Sorry. So in the base game, the bow strength, the draw strength of each shot is determined by how long you hold back the bow. In Skyrim VR, it's not determined by how long you hold back the bow. It's determined by how far you hold back the bow. So it doesn't matter how fast you're going, as long as the game detects that you know, notch an arrow, pull it all the way back, and then let go, it's going to register that as a shot. So you can just sit there just doing this over and over again, and it will register each of those as a full strength shot. It's absolutely great. It makes you feel like the fucking Green Arrow. Very good. Yeah, it's totally broken. Like, it's very Bethesda. Also, thank you, Aubrey. I will remember to save, because that was what we didn't do a minute ago, which caused us to do all of that over again. See, that's the other thing. Because you can level up anywhere, it disincentivizes you from like quick saving via beds, which is previously like how the other games got around having a good autosave system. Was because you're incentivized to sleep frequently in the other games, but in this one you're not. Hey. Oh, we're so close. I was very confused as to what that was. I thought it was like a slumped over body or something. Oh, where is it? I heard it. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Okay, I think we're good. No, what? Okay, it just said detected as soon as I stood up. I do love that sound design. The pitter-patter of my bare feet. It's very good. You know, or maybe we play Halo after this. I'm kind of feeling like some Halo now. I mentioned earlier, it's a bit of a manic day. You may also have contracted a disease from animal attacks, which can impair your ability to fight. Disease, cure, potions, or go to shrine to remove it. Thank you. Doop.
The Great have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar.
Have they?
Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Just gotta get to High Hrothgar.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Rock.
Aren't the Greybeards
What?
expecting
What?
some supplies?
Oh, I'm sorry, were you saying something?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day.
Oh. Those character models were stuck in place. I learned during the last stream that you can sort of press up against them, and if you move them out of place, they'll like stop talking and go, ugh. They'll just make their little like slight awkwardness noise. And it's very good. I don't know. It makes me happy. It makes me laugh. It's just a little bit of joy. It's just this little bright moment. Same. We just saved. we just saved. I'm gonna. Have you subscribed? If you subscribe, I'll save. I've heard Rogue's Tale is pretty good. Never tried it though. If you're subscribed, I'll save. That's what we'll say. I know we're getting to the troll, the troll part. Okay. I'm bullying people now to increase my subscriber numbers. We are, like, I will say it's been really cool seeing the channel grow over the last, like, month or so. I started really focusing on, like, instead of doing, like, edited long form videos breaking down the previous streams like I used to do, I'm subbed now. Okay. I'm a man of my word. There we go. That was for you, Aubrey. Thank you. Big ups. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I've been really enjoying watching the channel grow. It feels really, really cool. And validating in a cool way that I, you know, you don't get to see very often. It's very cool. But YouTube Shorts has been instrumental in that. And it's gotten me back into like more like tight video editing, which is something I really love. I just like I don't know, I just haven't spent a lot of time with up until I was focusing on this. So it's cool having a reason to get better at video editing that is also leading to actual growth on the channel. Feels good. Okay, our trolley boy is up here somewhere. I know he is. I can smell him. So many stairs. Why did they make this path so long? Almost there. So close. Shorts are what brought me in. They kind of hit like Lyle Schnub's shorts. I subscribed to that guy, but I haven't seen any of his videos in a while. I don't know if they're just like not getting recommended to me or what. But and increases your wait. I think that might have been a misspelling. Singing up a lot and increases your dog, but I read it as dong, and now it's just good. Cool, but thank you. That's really nice to hear, the Bic. That makes me feel good. Because while I haven't watched their videos in a while, I do like Lyle Schnub or Schnoob, Shub. I don't know. Nope, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. The arrows aren't doing anything. Not dog. Damage, okay. Yeah, this feels like maybe a lost cause, huh? Huh? This feels like maybe I shouldn't be here? Like maybe I should just run away? Yeah? Nope, we're gonna leave. Sorry, Mr. Frost Troll. We are under-leveled. Thank you, Aubrey. I forgot to bring a sword. Maybe we picked up a sword along the way. We do have the Axe of Whiterun. We got a mace. You know what? Let's try straight magic on this boy. If you stagger the flame spell, you can kill him quick. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking of. My brain is not firing on all cylinders right now. Come at me, bro. Oh god. We should not have leveled up before we got here. X, 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 X. Nope. You know, that's about what I expected from that interaction.